Joining me on the line now is our Asia correspondent, John Bailey. John, great to have you with us now. As the search continued yesterday, objects were plucked from the sea. Any confirmation if they are related to flight MH370?
Yeah, hi, morning, Duru. The concern really at this stage is that those objects that were plucked from the ocean, from this new search area that's closer to the Australian coast, unfortunately they are not related to the plane. So that makes it a little bit difficult for the crews to go out again. But they are. We know that there are about 10 aircrafts and 8 vessels that are scouring the area at the moment and looking for any clues. But so far, none of those objects that they saw in the ocean are related to the plane. But the Australian authorities have said that they will continue searching in that specific area because that's where they think that's where the plane went down.
And another issue of concern is the black box. It's the 22nd day of the search, and we've got 8 days until communication is cut off from the black box. How significant is that, and what impact will that have?
Yeah, that is really the big concern. The fact that if they don't find these black boxes, there are 2 of them on the Boeing 777, then it might be that we would never know what actually happened to that plane. But what we do know now is that the US Navy has sent equipment to Perth from where they are busy with the search and rescue operation at the moment that will detect what they call the pings that these black boxes that they send out. But as far as I know, the Australian authorities have said that as soon as they've discovered a conclusive crash site, that's when they'll send this equipment down to the bottom of the ocean to try and locate these black boxes. And if they don't find those black boxes, then we might never know what happened to that plane.
And speculation is still rife on the story. Any updates when it comes to the pilots?
Sorry, Dudu, can you ask that question again?
Any updates on investigations on the pilots?
Yeah, what we do know is that they've confiscated his home simulator where he's been flying a lot, and it was a simulator similar to that used for training of 777 pilots. But the FBI has come back to say that they've done checks on this simulator, and even though there were files deleted from the simulator, there was nothing sinister about those files that were deleted. Also, they've investigated the hard drives of both the pilot as well as the co-pilot, and they found nothing untoward on those pieces of digital equipment as well. So it's still difficult to link the pilot or the co-pilot to any wrongdoing that might have played a role in the disappearance of this plane.
Now, we understand dozens of relatives of Chinese passengers have flown from Beijing to Kuala Lumpur on Sunday. What do they hope to achieve?
Well, we now know that between 40 and about 45 family members of these Chinese who were on the plane, they are now in Kuala Lumpur. And the idea is why they went there, and it's at the cost of the Malaysian Airlines and the Malaysian government, is to find more answers. Many of the family members and friends here in Beijing do not believe that the Malaysian government is telling them the whole truth, that they are withholding information. This despite the fact that the Malaysian government has been giving press conferences on a daily basis. They believe that they are not getting the full information, and what they have called for is that they want to speak directly with Prime Minister Razak as well as the acting Transport Minister, and hopefully that will help them to get more answers that they want and bring them closer to any kind of closure for as to what has happened to their loved ones.
John, thank you very much. That's where we'll leave it for today. That was ENCA Asia correspondent John Bailey giving us an update there on the missing flight MH370. And of course, we'll bring you details as we get them right here on ENCA.
Know more about your world.
ENCA.com